What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerio, back again with another video, back again with another action for you guys to do. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to your boy, and hit that notification bell. You feeling generous? But we got South Africa versus America. Biggest differences. Let's get into it. Oh my God, bro! The thought of getting on a plane, bro, just makes me throw up, Jen. I've never been on a plane, and it just seems just so crazy. Good move. Who the fuck bent that shit? They ass over strong. I'm real curious though to see like what's the differences is. Even though, you know what I'm saying, I watch multiple videos like this, it's just cool to hear from other people because everybody gonna always give you something different. You feel me? He might do some other stuff, explore other parts of SA that the next haven't. You feel me? His intro over long though, bro.
Yeah, right here in Cape Town. It's crazy, right? Crazy place. Look at this.
Look at them views. That's blunt weather, nigga.
It doesn't get any better than this.
That is crib?
I've been in South Africa for about 2 months. Life here is pretty sweet, but I have to say there are a few differences between here and the United States. The first difference that I noticed is that the people here look different. Both the United States and South Africa are very diverse countries. Take a look at these graphs, which break down the different racial categories
Oh, he on some smart timing.
States and South Africa. If you look closely, you'll notice that South Africa has a racial classification that America does not. And that classification is colored. The history and identity of colored people is very layered and complex, and honestly, I can make an entirely separate video just diving into that topic. But to keep it brief, colored people are a mix of the various ancestries that you see in South Africa. So a colored person could be part white and part black, part white, part Asian, part white, part black, and Asian. And if you're in Cape Town, you'll notice a particular abundance of colored people. This happens to be a city where you'll find almost 50% of the population is actually colored or mixed in some way. The way colored people
Never experienced that shit, damn.
There's truly a spectrum of mixed race ancestry. As a person of mixed race myself, I have to say it's pretty awesome.
Cause like in the States, like you really have to go to certain spots in order to get just all black or all Asian community or all, you know what I'm saying, type of community. Other than that, a lot of spots in the States, a lot of places in the States, it's like it's mostly mixed everywhere. You feel me? You're gonna get a taste of everything. Whereas in SA, you know what I'm saying, majority.
With so many people
who
are of mixed race just like you, and to be a part of the majority. The next difference that you'll hear in South Africa would have to be the languages. It's amazing because South Africa has 11 national languages. Even native English speakers,
everybody
like
speak
myself,
different shit.
Still have trouble understanding what the heck South
English is
Africans
8% out there. Zulu is 22.
Here, it's really cool to see how South Africans have their own take on the English language. Another language that you'll hear is Afrikaans, which is kind of like the cousin of Dutch. Dutch settlers came here hundreds of years ago, and their language evolved into Afrikaans. Colored people have their own take on Afrikaans, and interestingly enough, the Dutch descendant white people can't exactly understand them, but the colored people can still understand.
He did his research before he got on this camera. Bro.
Which is pretty cool. One of the most common native African languages that you'll hear is isiXhosa, which is a Bantu language as well as a cultural group. As you may have heard, it's a...
I'm thinking he was going to come on here and talk about his experiences.
On the street, it really sticks out to you. Another language you'll commonly hear is isiZulu, which is actually the most common first language spoken in South Africa. Some other languages that I've commonly heard are Sotho and Setswana. As I mentioned, there are many more.
Sotho and Setswana. I'm familiar with Sotho. I used to call it Soto.
The United States and South Africa would have to be the wealth disparities. If you've ever taken the time to understand the history of South Africa from colonization to apartheid, then one might understand why there's such an unequal distribution of resources. To catch you up, the European settlers who came to colonize South Africa created economic systems that allowed them to generate massive amounts of wealth while ultimately keeping the people who already lived here, as well as the slaves that they brought, without much economic opportunity. Arguably, these systems are still in place today. When apartheid ended,
I always thought this nigga was from South Africa. He know his shit on bro.
The population, but 90% of the land ownership. Through discriminatory policies, colored South Africans and black South Africans were actually pushed out of major cities into what are called townships.
See, I heard this. I had watched the video
on this. People live despite having minimal.
Probably like 3-4 months ago.
These areas often are incredibly dense and impoverished, often lack.
Y'all gotta bear with me, bro. You gotta understand, as a YouTuber, especially a reaction channel. I'm not a vlogger, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a prank channel, you know what I'm saying? So I watch a lot of videos. I pick up on a lot of information, you know what I'm saying? I try to hold on to as much of that information up in here, you know what I'm saying? I do remember from time to time a lot of stuff, you know, but a lot of stuff I do forget, you know what I'm saying? So it would have to take me to watch another video or hear somebody else speak on it again, you know what I'm saying, to actually remember. You feel me? Because I watch a lot of videos and pick up a lot of things. You feel me? So y'all got to be bearing with me, bro.
And also have the highest crime rates in the country. By
Ooh.
forcing such a large percentage of the colored and black South Africans into these
This blunt, I hit it like I want it, bro.
a
It's
divide
blowing me.
which still exists today. But you don't have to go into the townships to see the wealth disparities. In cities like Cape Town, you will find areas that have shopping malls, people driving around in very nice cars, and just down the road you can.
It's that Cape Town for you.
People living in tents. It's very common in South Africa for people to approach you on the street and ask you for money. To me, it's really interesting in South Africa, the nature of these shared spaces.
I'm used to that.
People with money and without money still exist together. The next difference would have to be safety. By no means am I saying that South Africa is an unsafe country. I'm simply saying that security looks different here than it does in America. The first thing I'll have to point out are the crime rates. Statistically, South Africa has higher crime rates than the United States in multiple categories.
Was there less law out there?
Has metal bars covering the windows. It's also very common for homes to have fences surrounding them with barbed wire, electrical wire, and all of that. In America,
I ain't coming to SA on no fucking gun, G. Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying? Since coming here, I've definitely grown in my appreciation toward the American
Gotta come with
police.
that bitch.
It's commonly known that the South African police aren't always very
And I love y'all, but it's just,
a lot of people hire
you know what I'm
private
saying,
security.
trust
The
issue.
next difference is the lifestyle.
That's it.
Capetonians certainly have a pretty awesome and active lifestyle here. First, there is an abundance of mountain ranges to explore. Table Mountain is our most famous mountain. Cycling and running are extremely popular. There's even a
I'll do cycling. That look fun.
where 20,000 cyclists
Do a big
all over
race.
the world. And we have endless beaches for if you want to relax, go for a swim, maybe go surfing. Also, there are lots of wine farms here. Since coming here, I've been pretty impressed with the art scene. On the first Thursday of every month, dozens of galleries open their doors for people to come and see the newest art exhibitions. Cape Town feels a lot like Los Angeles.
Yeah, we don't got stuff like that.
Art culture here. Capetonians definitely know
That
how
I'm
to
into.
have fun. One of my favorite social traditions
A lot
here
of clubbing.
is the braai, which is a South African term for a barbecue. It's taken very seriously, almost religiously, and when someone invites you to a braai, you should totally go. It's a great time. The next major
Man, that's a
difference I noticed
kickback
in
damn
South
near.
Africa was something called
I wouldn't turn on no barbecue out here, so I want to do it out there.
most cities have an electrical infrastructure that is privately operated. In
There you
South
go.
Africa, the electrical grid is publicly operated. When there isn't enough electricity to meet the demand of the city, the government will shut down the power. So maybe 3 or 4 hours, you might be without power. If you've never experienced load shedding before, it can be quite frustrating when you need to use the Wi-Fi or you want to cook something. But at times it can
The
be
fuck is load
refreshing
shedding?
to turn off your devices, read a book, or go outside. The next major difference between South Africa
I ain't never heard about
and the
load
States
shedding.
would have to be transportation. When you
Why do they
first
bring
come
that up
South
to me?
Africa, it takes a few weeks to get used to driving on the left side of the road. There aren't many public transit options like metros, but people still use buses and trains here. Ubers here are actually about half the price that they are in the United States. But when it comes
Ooh,
to
it's
the
lit.
roads, taxis are king. Taxis refer to these mini buses that are a bit dangerous on the roads. They find ways to sneak through red lights, go off-road, whatever they
We
need
seen
to
that
do
before.
to get you to your destination. They're always hustling for customers. If one drives by you on the road, they'll whistle at you or get your attention and ask you where you're going in case they can give you a ride. Like I said,
That's a good type of taxi service, nigga.
The next major difference is the currency value. South Africa's currency is the rand, and $1 is about 15 rand. The dollar is a bit stronger.
So 15 rand is $1.
And you'll find that many things here, from food to drinks to clothes, cost significantly less. You can go out to a restaurant and enjoy a full meal for less than $10. But there are some things, such as technology
and
certain name
the
brands
amount they
that
give
are
you.
actually more expensive. But for the most part, if you're coming from the United States, you can expect to be surprised about how affordable things are. The next major difference is the education system. In the United States, the school year runs from August until about May. Here, schools run from January through December. Throughout primary school, South African students are taught multiple languages, while in the U.S.,
January to
you
December.
graduate high school knowing a few words of Spanish. When it comes to
Hey, yo, my mama, he not lying, bro. January to December, man. Homeschool. Nigga, I ain't going to school for a year, nigga. Y'all got me fooled. Where's the summer at, gang? Like, where's spring break? Y'all don't get none of that, bro. What's going on here, coach? You feel me, nigga? I can't go to school from January to December, nigga. That's like going to work Monday through Sunday. Fuck out of here. But anyways, bro. Yeah, like in the States, bro. It's like it's mandatory you take an extracurricular class, bro. But like when you in them classes, it's not really like forced to learn them languages. Like when you in Spanish class, like of course you have to get a passing grade, but they don't really push the language on you as they should. You feel me? Like what the fuck am I in Spanish for if I'm not really learning? Like I remember being in Spanish class, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I used to have a heart in that class, nigga. I used to try to dodge the teacher, bro. I would be in the back of the classroom, you know what I'm saying, like, trying to not be called up to the board and stuff like that. Because, like, when you raise your hand and say on answer, you had to say stuff in Spanish. Or if I go to the board, I would have to say that in Spanish to pick stuff out. So I'm, you know what I'm saying, trying to dodge her and stuff. I used to have to try to say, can I go to the bathroom in Spanish, bro? Like, it was all type of crazy stuff in that class, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The universities in the United States,
They really ain't even teach us nothing that we can use in the real world
without
anyway.
having any idea of what career they want to pursue. Here in South Africa, you actually apply to university with a specific career in mind, and the university will choose to accept you or not based on your qualifications for this particular career path.
That's smart.
It wasn't until I had finished 4 years of university that I applied for and was accepted into medical school. Here in South Africa, high school students apply to university with hopes of becoming medical students. And if accepted, they begin their 6-year medical school journey starting at age 18. So
See, they get straight to it.
Seems to be an
That's smart.
focus on beginning your career here.
I always said the U.S. should be
Also
doing it.
less cheaper here than it is in the United States. And the last major difference between South Africa and the United States is the vibrance. The energy here in South Africa is very difficult to put into words, but it's certainly palpable. If you're walking down a busy street, the characters that you'll meet are something out of a movie. The way people look and the way that they're dressed, the things that they're doing, you'll hear all sorts of noises, music, and people of all sorts of backgrounds going about their day with a deep sense of dignity that only African people have. Consider this. The United States is less than 300 years old, and we're quite juvenile as
And trash. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. The U.S. is trash, bro. I don't like how people go about things here. I don't like how stuff is ran here either. You feel me? But I live here though. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta deal with it. But man, y'all let me know y'all differences, you know what I'm saying, that he missed out on. Let me know in the comment section down below if you got any differences that, you know what I'm saying, y'all think I should know about. But y'all, be sure to like the video, comment below, subscribe to your boy, and hit the notification bell if you're feeling generous, man. Be sure to like the video and comment, man. But it's been your boy Gerio. Gone.